we're gonna move on to our next topic. It's gonna be my topic. Batman versus Superman trailer, guys.
Yeah.
So everyone's watched it here. You've all looked at it. I have my opinions and thoughts, but I don't want to influence you guys. I kind of want to actually hear your raw thoughts first. Oh, okay. We got one suck. Anything else? Do we have like a good?
I think it's gonna be like, honestly, I think it's just gonna be like one of those movies where everyone just like throws up. It's like bunches of shit. Like you're like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like.
So, Steve, you think there's just a lot going on, and it's going to be a vomit of stuff?
Be like that. It's just going to be just a vomit.
What makes you think that?
The trailer
because
vomit?
Exactly. Like all of a sudden it's just like, you know, you got that whole story because it is Batman versus Superman, and then you're just, all of a sudden it's just like, then you got that one dude. I know he's a significant, but the I don't know, he's like the alien-looking creature.
Luthor? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle that everyone's pointing
and
to.
then Wonder Woman pops up, and then she's like,
just out of left field, yeah.
yeah, and then he's like, you know, like, I thought she was with you. It's like, is that supposed to be funny, or?
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to
Yeah.
be. I don't know
Okay.
if anybody thought it was.
Yeah.
I just was like, and then like, I mean, how are they gonna go into the background of that story? Because I know that Aquaman's supposed to be in it too, right?
Yeah.
At some point.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then how are you gonna learn the backstory of that? Like, some people like
The Flash and Aquaman are supposed to make a cameo appearance.
a cameo. So
cameo.
like they're gonna be in there for a second.
Probably.
They're going to get swarmed
So
together at the end.
stupid.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
All right, so Steve thinks it's dumb and thinks it's a vomit of too many stuff going on. Ian, what's your thoughts?
What I'm thinking here, it's an interesting storyline. I didn't like the trailer. I hope the movie's a lot better, but I agree with Steve-O on there's just so much stuff going on at one point. It's like, I think they're just going to try to go with visual effects like the whole time, trying to make that a main point of the movie. What's
They're
that?
just trying to make a cameo to do the Justice League thing. Like, they're trying to put all these people in there just to do that, make
that's
different
exactly
movies.
Where I was going to go is that it seems like they're going to do exactly like Marvel, you know?
It's just so stupid, though. Like, why not have your own unique thing? Like,
Yeah.
a unique look and type of movie, and not just copy what Marvel's doing. Like, people are going to be fucking sick of Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I'm already sick of them.
I know, I am too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just so annoying. Because I thought the first trailer for Batman versus Superman was really good. It looked like this great struggle, like lots of character development, like deciding who you're going to root for between the two of them. And then this one, you're just like, wait, okay, so they're obviously going to team up and like have this other big bad guy to fight, and now they're going to have Wonder Woman show up like out of nowhere in the trailer. It's like, why even show us that without just waiting for the fucking movie for it to happen?
And I think that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna show all these freaking people, and then they're gonna like start making movies, kind of like off to those guys. You know, like what freaking Marvel's doing.
They're reverse Marveling. They're starting with all the guys together and then splitting off into individual movies, right?
Well, you know what I want to see? I want to see a rated R one where they're just like, fuck, like getting shot and like,
blood and everything.
Dude, Deadpool is going to be rated R.
I guess Deadpool, that's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
Deadpool is very R.
Good.
So why do you guys think?
Deadpool is R?
So
Yeah.
the common thread that you all agree on is that, and I agree with this too, is that there's just too much going on in this movie. What do you think is, like, why do you think of, because Avengers has, as you would think, as many more characters than this movie. Why do you think that those trailers and those movies were successful as opposed to this that looks like a vomit of too many things?
I think the fact that they didn't do the reverse of I think, like the original, like you give everybody their own movie, so everybody like gets a following. Like, oh, I love Iron Man, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, Captain America movie, that was a really good movie. Okay, and then Thor, first one, awesome. Second one, I turned it off halfway through.
Yeah.
And you're like,
You know,
what?
so you like-
Put them all together?
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, cool. Like, and there's been like fucking a million Hulk movies, you know. So
Yeah.
you're just like, okay, now all these guys are together. I kind of know what they've done, what they've gone through,
Yeah.
what their story is. I can follow that. But this one, Wonder Woman in the trailer, like out of nowhere. Like, I haven't seen a Wonder Woman thing since, I don't know, the 90s or whatever, like a long time.
Yeah.
So
I
that was
still
just
don't know the
really
whole
shocking.
background story of Wonder Woman. Like,
She has
I
an
still
invisible
don't.
plane.
She's an Amazonian princess.
Right, but
lasso.
does she have the same powers like as Superman?
Kind of. Super strength. She can fly. She's got a lasso that can make people tell the truth. She's got Amazonian armor that, like, reflect bullets.
a shield.
Yeah, but is everyone gonna know that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
I didn't know that.
you're gonna see it, presumably.
Is her shield like Captain's shield?
In what sense?
Like it just reflects anything? Like
Probably,
it's
yeah.
impervious to everything? I don't know.
Right. So the trailer made it look like she can block like a ton of energy,
Doomsday's
right?
Whatever stuff, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is Doomsday.
I think so.
Yeah. People are.
See, I don't know
Yes.
anything about Doomsday either. So
I just know
hopefully that'll
because
explain it.
Clay and I played that League of Legends knockoff.
Oh
game,
yeah.
Marvel. What? No, not Marvel.
It was DC.
DC. What is it called?
Infinite Crisis.
Infinite Crisis, where they have DC heroes the same way they have League of Legends. And
Really?
Doomsday was very
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they have a Pokemon one too.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Holy
League
shit.
of Legends Pokemon.
Wow.
Funny.
MOBA. It's like
That's
League of
awesome.
Legends and everything, but it's Pokemon.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Snorlax is like
A tank.
Tom Kench or something.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, so he has all the moves that Tom Kench has. It's pretty funny.
So the reason, I think the reason why the Avengers works as well, like another point to that is that there's main focus. There's no like bullshit in the trailers leading up to the Avengers and in the Avengers movie. It's very, very clear and cut. It is these 5 people against this bad guy. It's like it's very black and white, whereas the trailers up until now have very 2, possibly 3 distinct storylines going on, where it's Batman versus Superman, Batman and Superman versus this Doomsday, Lex Luthor versus Batman and Superman, like Clark Kent versus fucking, like there's just all of these different like themes and threads going on where I think make it feel very like, what the fuck?
And may I add, isn't Joker supposed to be like coming in this too?
Maybe. I don't know.
Like,
I'll
that's
tell
so
you this.
weird.
It's so funny how Superman, you sit there and you see him in the trailer, and he's just walking around, he has glasses on, and then he's in his fucking thing, and he's flying, and he just doesn't have glasses on, but still people don't know who he is.
They're actually doing a decent job of making him look very different. Like his hair is so much more wavy when he's Clark Kent. Like,
He's so much more dreamy when he's.
Okay.
right.
So much.
I don't know. And then here's the other thing. Like I agree with you. I think the trailer. I think parts of it sucked. There was parts that were really cool. Like when.
The beginning of the trailer.
Yeah, like let's do a shit sandwich here. Like the good stuff that I liked was when Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent meet for the presumably first time.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and he's like
That's
asking
what I
him.
want the movie to be. It was
Yeah.
like them fighting each other, facing off as their superhero egos, and then also as their like normal egos. You
Yeah.
know, like Bruce Wayne versus
That's-
Clark Kent. Like that would have been a really good movie, and even having Lex Luthor in there would have been fine. Like
Yeah.
I think having him as like an alternative.
Yeah.
Like
God.
threat or whatever, or like building up his character because obviously he still has his hair in this, so he must.
He's
not
got a
be-
good grip.
Yes.
Gotta come
Do
with
not
this
pick
guy.
a
Like, I
fight
thought
with
he was
that
kind of
guy.
funny. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
he could use him well to build up his character for like maybe the next movie where he's like the mastermind. That
Yeah, but I thought Lex
Exactly.
Luthor was always like that. He seems kind of a little nerdy and geeky in this one. Like, I thought Lex Luthor was always like, he was bald and he was just like, you know, that classic like
think it's
Smallville kind
origin.
of type thing.
origin-ish.
Oh, okay.
So here's
I don't know.
here's my thoughts on that because I agree with you, Steve. And like, there's just something off. Like to me, that's not Lex Luthor. That goes against a large part of what that character is. And what that character is very stoic, square-jawed, broad-shouldered,
Yes.
like powerful CEO. But here's a problem with doing it the traditional way: is that in that scene you see Clark Kent, you see Bruce Wayne, and then you see Lex Luthor. In that scene, if he was done traditionally, like I feel like all of those characters blur together, and you don't
Yeah.
see anything, right? And so you lose the contrast between the villains and the heroes because Batman and Superman are pretty much dark, brooding,
Yeah.
square-jawed, tall, dark and handsome guys, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that was a conscious decision to make him just different because he
Yeah.
was supposed to stand
Kind of
out.
reminded me of the Joker, like, you know.
I
like,
know, and it's-
the one that he played, like he was like joking around type of thing. Like I was
Yeah.
expecting him just like, let's put a smile on it.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, I expected him to like say that.
And I don't like it. I don't like how. And honestly, I think they needed someone like Joker to break up that like difference or have that difference, so that Lex Luthor can be the person he is.
Yeah.
That leads into
Like
the other
anything
problem
else.
because he becomes a psychotic like madman, and like if God won't fight him, then the devil will. And I'm like, what? And the Doomsday character, like this is the biggest problem I have that like gives me red flags all over the goddamn place, is it's not really Doomsday, it's a butchered origin of it. And when you see him like shoot the lasers, I'm getting a strong like wave vibe of X-Men Origins with what they did to Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool.
Exactly, right? Like they butchered his origins. They tried to make something look CGI cool, and it came out pretty shitty. And they were really
Yeah,
just
CG
lazy,
on Doomsday looked awful.
terrible.
So
Yeah.
Hold on.
can I?
Here's the
Yeah,
thing:
go ahead.
where they were and this is just one concept. Like when they were like, okay, we got to make this new Doomsday character. Okay, like he's kind of based off Kryptonian, and Kryptonians can shoot laser eyes. So like, and pretty much they went with a lazy answer like decision on how to design this guy's powers. Like, okay, let's just step it up. How do we make him powerful? Oh, give him mouth lasers. Okay, now he's got mouth lasers. That's it. It's done. Book it. It was like, what the fuck? He can shoot lasers at it. Like it just looked corny, cheesy, and just lazy decision making to make this big, powerful guy one dimensional and just. I don't care.
They should just bring Godzilla in there.
Yeah, it was just dumb, man. Because like Doomsday actually was supposed to be like he actually has like an interesting origin where he was like this baby that was just like tortured, and then it would die, and then you would clone it so it would have those memories, and it would be done 1,000 times over to make the most deranged, angry, like violent being. Yeah, and then it was injected with a bunch of other like kind of like DNA.
Like a cool story.
Yeah, and it was actually like created like in a different like kind of universe, and then it was just traveling, destroying everything. Right? It was like.
You want to hear my concept?
Yeah.
As a person that doesn't know anything about Doomsday or anything like that, when I saw the trailer, I saw the person that Superman killed in the Superman movie. Forgot what his name was. It's not
Zod.
Yeah.
Zod.
Right.
I saw him like open his body, and I was like, I thought they made him like they reincarnated him into that Doomsday.
That's what they did.
That's why it showed.
That's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Which is just.
That's how I was thinking too.
But that's not his.
That's not Doomsday.
That's not Doomsday.
And Doomsday has a very important role in the DC universe, and it's not to be a pawn of Lex Luthor and a plot device to show all of them teaming up. Like, it doesn't work. It's doing injustice to the character. Anyway, do you guys have any other I vented and I'm pretty much done. But
I am less interested in seeing it after that trailer.
Yeah.
I think the trailer had the opposite effect that they probably want.
Okay, that was the last thing I was gonna say. Is that the trailer also showed the plot, like the entire plot.
What movie doesn't except Star Wars?
I guess. Yeah, you're right, Alan. But yeah.
One thing.
I mean, what Marvel movie hasn't shown the entire plot, really?
Avengers Age of Ultron really didn't. It was scrambled enough where I knew that Ultron was the villain, and I guess he was made from Iron Man stuff, but it still surprisingly left enough when I actually saw the movie. I felt like it.
I don't know. When I saw it, and I didn't even watch that many of the trailers, I could kind of like see what was all happening, and I was like bored by the end of it.
Maybe with this movie, it's just so fucking like paint by numbers feeling.
Yeah.
Where it's like bad guy tries to get good guys to fight. Good guys realize he's bad, and then bad guy does something else to team. Like it's really like that plain and simple. Maybe.
Yeah.
Then I'm just like, wow, I've seen that movie a ton of times.
Go ahead, Steve.
I was just gonna say, you guys know what movie I'm really looking forward to though, out of all the Marvel ones, is the new one that's coming out.
Civil War.
Civil War. I was watching like a lot of like Easter eggs in it and everything like that, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, wow, Marvel's actually really staying true to this one. And I think it's gonna be really good. Yeah, because the thing is like in the comic book, in the comic book, like it was easy to pick a side because like Tony Stark was mainly like the dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that, but this one's like you're looking at it and it's almost like you feel bad for Tony Stark and Iron Man and everything like that, and then you kind of you see like the teams and stuff like that, and they're not giving too much of it away because there's actually still supposed to be a lot more characters, because so far it almost looks like Tony Stark is just with War Machine, and Captain America's got freaking just the freaking bird guy, I forgot his name.
Falcon.
Yeah.
He's got Falcon, he's got Scarlet
Mackie.
Witch, and then he's got Ant-Man on his team and stuff like that.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Beautiful Ant-Man.
Yeah. So are you guys excited for Civil? Because you were saying you were kind of sick of Marvel
I
movies.
thought the trailer was awesome for it. So unless their next trailer is like garbage,
then
I'm like it looks cool to me.
Dude, Black Panther looks fucking legit.
Dude, and the cool thing I didn't know about him, but his entire suit is actually made up of Captain's shield.
Yep. The same material that Captain Shield is made is vibranium, which is richly found in Wakanda, which is where he's from.
Where he's from, yeah.
And
his dad was.
His dad's like a king of there, and so he has all the riches, which is the vibranium, and they weave in vibranium into his suit, which is what makes him so powerful.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is that in the comic, he was neutral. Like he was trying to get them to stop, but like. He's at one point in the trailer, you see him chasing after Bucky because like they think that
so he's on Iron Man's team.
He's on Iron Man's team, yeah.
potentially. I think I'm still hearing that he is going to be a neutral force.
Yeah, he still is. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll see how true that goes, but
I'm excited. I just wanted to say that I'm excited about that one.
Yeah.
I loved the beatdown of Captain, the tag team beatdown scene.
yeah.
Dude, that made me feel so bad though.
I know, because he's like, you won't understand. He's my friend. He's like, I thought I was your friend.
And
Yeah.
He has like a shiner.
So
right
was
here.
I.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And then they're just
I'm
like, boom.
But the thing is,
Boom.
dude, there's so many people. There's actually a bunch of people that die, and I'm wondering if they're gonna stay true to the comic because I don't think anybody's.
I don't know anything. I don't know who dies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
I don't know who dies either. I didn't really like.
I do.
Didn't really go spoil that. Like Clay does.
Also, there's someone that is supposed to make a cameo appearance that we do not know or haven't seen yet.
Is it Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, this movie's gonna be
Tobey
sweet.
Maguire, though, is it?
No, it's gonna be a new guy.
It'll be the new-
Tom
okay.
Tom Holland. Tom Holland.
The new one.
Oh, the new actor?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, who is it?
Tom Holland. Holland. I think is
He's
how
the
you.
one that in the original Amazing Spider-Man. That one, right?
No.
The new ones?
That's Garfield.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have a brand new actor. I think
This guy
he.
looks like a little. He's just like 5.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, they're bringing him way back into high school and making sure that they do a high school drama for a couple years.
Send me that link. Send me that link. Show us- it's like,
I just googled Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do
You
it.
gotta pull up the Google box.
Yeah. So
Holland as in like.
I forget what else he's been in. Ender's Game, or maybe it was something else, or
Oh, is that what he was in?
I thought maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I was paying attention to a bunch of candidates for the Spider-Man gig, and I think one of them was from that movie.
Oh,
I did see Ender's Game.
really?
I think, dude, guys, when has Marvel not casted a good, like, I have faith. Like, I'm not even gonna really question it. I think they'll do a
What's
good
his,
job.
First name?
Tom.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
He looks,
He looks
really
weird.
young.
He looks
Yeah.
super young.
Yeah, way too young.
No,
He's
dude,
19.
Looks like
that's the point. Like, Spider-Man is
I
supposed to
know.
be like a teenager, like a,
Yeah,
a
like-
really young.
when?
Ever
the whole
s-
thing, it's
the-
when he gets bit. He goes on a class trip.
Yeah, yeah, he's supposed to be like a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you want him that young, because that's the big thing is like people like Iron Man and Captain America. That's like those are his mentors, and those are his like people he looks up to. So like we haven't had this in a while, but like
Right.
Spider-Man's been shown as an adult who's like got his all shit together. You know what I mean? And like really, we should be wanting to see this kid envy these superheroes and try to get to their status. Like that's kind of the beauty of Spider-Man. So anyway.
Hey, so real quick though, one thing we didn't talk about was much about Batman in this trailer though, and his suit. Did you guys see the suit? Was
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
like
looks
an
different.
iron suit? Yeah, it was crazy.
Irons. Oh yeah. Where he's like fighting Superman.
Yeah, and like
That's
I don't know, go ahead.
It's supposed to be infused with some kryptonite stuff.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that's why he can take on Superman.
Yeah, that suit looked pretty badass, honestly.
I like that line from Superman though when he's like the only reason you're alive is because I haven't like decided to kill you or whatever. Like
Yeah.
he's like if I wanted you dead, like I could do it like right
Yeah.
now. You know, I was just
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah,
That line, and then when Batman, when Bruce Wayne is like, he's like, maybe it's the Gotham in me. We just have a bad history with a bunch of
Dressing up.
dressed up like clowns or something like that. And he's just like staring at Clark, and Clark's just like, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro.
Do you think at that point they knew who each other
Yeah.
was though?
Yeah.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, I think they
Imagine
absolutely
if his
did.
eyes just started lighting up a little bit. just
I
like-
know.
like, oh,
I know.
Fuck.
Boys, like what? Why do you care about a Clark Kent? Like I don't know. Anyway, that episode that was brought to you by Twitter.com/Maelstrom Gamers. You guys can follow us at Maelstrom Gamers on Twitter. We're posting stuff, we're following stuff, we're reposting stuff. It's a great way to support us for free and follow us on when we're making new videos and when we're going live on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Maelstrom Gamers. We're streaming a lot of different games. We're also streaming predominantly League of Legends. We're not the best, okay, but we're not the worst. We are.
Entertaining.
Awesome.
Steve was the only one. He's the only one.
Facts. Everyone takes this shit
Energetic.
serious.